Chapter 25, Gizmo. Birdsong wakes me once again. I slowly open my eyes. My entire body feels stiff, as if I slept on the cold, hard ground. And then I remember I did sleep on the cold, hard ground. How unpleasant. I crawl from my leaf blanket. Then I put my hands on my hips and stand tall and proud. Gizmo, the evil genius, survived a terrifying night in the wilderness. Well done indeed. When I get back home, I shall write a survival manual with tips on how to survive if lost in the woods. Gizmo's Guide to Surviving in the Wilderness. 1. Take a hamster with you to carry extra food. 2. Use camouflage to avoid being eaten. 3. Carry bug spray, especially the kind that works on dragonflies. I am hungry, I announce. Butterball pops her head out of the toilet paper tube. I sit on a rock, waiting for breakfast to be served. My breakfast consists of 4 soggy sunflower seeds. Not a king's meal, but alas, it is the last of our supply. I must be a leader and show Butterball how to gather food. I motion for her to follow. How will she ever learn to be a good servant if she spends all day sleeping? We search for food, and soon we find berries. Most are beyond our reach, but one of the branches is so heavy with berries that it hangs low. I stand on my hind legs and grab one. It is perfectly round and red. How lovely! I do not know if it is poisonous, so I allow Butterball to test it. She eats it, and when she does not keel over, I eat one. It is tart, but scrumptious. I shall name these Gizmo berries. While Butterball fills her cheeks, I eat 2 more handfuls. My tummy is now full, which means we can begin our trek. I suspect that it might take a full day to return to camp, my steps being much smaller than Elliot's. I craft a sun hat out of twigs and leaves to shade my handsome face. Come along, Butterball, I say. We must begin our quest to find the campsite. She pats her toilet paper tube and looks at me. Does she wish to take that on our trek? Surely it will slow us down. I clear my throat, about to inform her that she must leave it behind, but she spits out one of the little berries and offers it to me. For a moment, I feel touched. How loyal she is. How kind. I eat the berry, then I grab the tube and begin rolling it through the underbelly of the forest. You might think, dear reader, that I have gone soft, but that is not the case. I am not helping the ball of butter because I'm being nice. I need someone to carry my food. Still, you do not believe me? Let me make this perfectly clear. An evil genius does not do nice things. After a few minutes of waddling, I realize that we have been following the stream. I stop and ponder. Does this stream empty into the lake at the human campsite? I spy a turtle sitting on a log. He looks at us with curiosity. The elderly one and I once watched a documentary about giant tortoises who lived for more than 100 years. Being so long-lived, they must know many things. I introduce myself to the turtle and ask if the stream leads to the lake. I am surprised when the turtle nods. Joy of joys, he speaks my language. But of course, with all that extra time on his hands, he has learned many languages. I wonder if he would like to take my evil oath, but we have a long way to travel and must make haste. Whilst Butterball waits beside her toilet paper tube, I look for something that will serve as a boat, and I find a large piece of bark. I push it into the water, and lo and behold, it floats. Butterball climbs aboard and empties her cheek pouches, leaving a nice tidy pile of red berries. I set the toilet paper tube next to her, and she scurries inside. Then I grab a stick, climb into our raft, and push off. As we begin to drift downstream, I stand at the helm, taking my place as captain of this vessel, Captain Gizmo. That has a nice ring to it. I shall join the ranks of other great explorers, the ones who climb mountains, the ones who sail to the ends of the earth. I do hope there are no pirates in these waters. Mom and Dad. Gizmo, Gizmo, where are you? Jasmine. I'll go look by the stream. Elliot. Be careful you don't step on him. Gizmo. The stick helps me navigate as I push us away from the rocks and logs. The going is dangerous, but of course I am a skilled seaman. I row a bit on the starboard side and then on the port side. Then I make up a little song to the tune of Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row downstream, Gizmo leads the way. He's the captain we adore, Gizmo saves the day. Row, row, row downstream. We don't need a map. Captain Gizmo charts our course. He's the greatest chap. The ball of butter is not singing. How rude. Row, row, row downstream. My ship begins to rock. What is this causing this motion? I stand on my tiptoes to get a better view. The water is churning and twisting. Oh, great Neptune! The stream is widening. We will be dashed upon the rocks. Panic rises in my little chest. All hands on deck, I cry. Butterball squeaks and pokes her head out. I paddle as fast as I can, but am no match for the rushing waters. I fear the end is near. Goodbye, my loyal followers. Goodbye, dear reader. Goodbye, world.